Mm-hmm.
And what does Chance think about all of this?
She thinks they're a car company.
Oh.
That is the perfect reaction to that. That is the best reaction we could have gotten. Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Jisei. So, last time, we found some pretty big revelations. We found the duct tape, so that's more than likely how Sarah got, super suffocated to death. I don't think I should describe her death as super suffocation, but don't got much else to go on right now. Pretty much everyone's acting suspicious, which is good. The one thing I don't think I mentioned last time is that in a murder mystery, the more suspicious characters act, the more interesting it is, and the more fun it's going to be. So, we're going to get back into this. First off, let's see, we have to talk to all three of them. Let's talk to Miss Bergstrom first. Let's see what she's got to tell us this time. Ooh, we're going right into it because Otten Engineering were the people that Sarah was either working for them or steal information from them, but either way, we know that Sarah was a corporate spy. She made a living by selling information. Let's see exactly how much Miss Bergstrom knows, shall we? What do you know about Otten Engineering?
Those 2-bit scientists? They couldn't deduce their way out of a paper bag.
Oh, really now?
Everyone in the industry knows that all they do is manipulate the government to make laws and hand out grants in their favor.
Oh. Okay, and how is that different than any other corporation in the world? I'm sure she's going to say, well, our corporation is better because we don't do stuff like that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We are a country run by corporations. It's kind of unavoidable.
If they spent half the time they spend on bribing politicians on doing something useful like research, they'd probably have the cure for cancer by now.
So you're admitting that your group cannot find the cure for cancer, and they can. That is not a thing to admit to anyone ever. I see you're not a fan.
Companies like Biodev Imaging are trying to do some real good, but we have to keep playing games with Otten Engineering just to get a place on the map.
Okay, so they're probably a bigger company than Biodev.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Not really. It's kind of the way the world works, lady. Who are you emailing?
Why do you want to know?
Why wouldn't I want to know? We're kind of doing a criminal investigation here. I'm just curious. I'm kind of surprised you're still working at a time like this.
The world doesn't stop spinning just because one person died.
While this is very true, you are personally involved in, a murder scene at a cafe that you cannot leave. I don't know. She's not as shaken. In fact, none of the three of them are as shaken as they probably should be, which is telling about all of them. Honestly, the person who seems the most shaken is me, and I'm the person who's used to death. I mean, that's so weird. Yikes, that's a cold outlook. Even if it is accurate.
If you must know, I'm emailing some partners in Germany, finishing a draft of a new policy for some of my coworkers, and rearranging my schedule to make up for a meeting I'm missing right now.
Oh. Business lady. And... sorry. And she says, oh, well, these other people, they're so horrible with their corporate stuff. And I'm like, you're doing the same kind of corporate stuff, aren't you? But then again, she'll say, well, we're better. Just like some companies claim that they're not in it for the profit, they're in to make the world a better place. That's not true. That's not true at all. Of course corporations just want to make money. Helping people out is just a convenient, what's the word? It is a convenient coincidence that helps keep their company afloat. You sound busy.
I am. So, if you could leave me alone, I'd really appreciate it.
Fine, right, sorry. Well, she's definitely writing a lot. She clearly isn't paying attention to anything that's going on here. I suppose Miss Business isn't the one spying on me. Better keep looking. Okay, so that's all I need for now.
I hope it helped.
Me too. Let's see what we got here. Oh, anything else here? Kazuki is still working on his computer. Did this guy ever take a break from homework? He keeps pausing. It looks more like he's chatting with an instant messenger. Interesting. I think I might be right. Yep, okay, nothing else. I think that... I don't think it's the boyfriend that Chance had. I definitely think it's Kizuki emailing someone about, you know, like the situation. I think the voice in my head, he isn't directly like he's directly connected to the voice that's talking in my head. So why are you following Sarah around?
What? I wasn't following her. We just happened to come in here at the same time.
Oh, really? That's strange. When I mentioned her name earlier, you didn't even know who she was. Looks like I've got him cornered. I should keep pushing. Should I keep pushing or play nice? Ooh, okay, both of these are kind of viable here. If you tell me what happened, maybe I can help you, or you could get arrested if the detective thinks you're obstructing his investigation, you know? Again, like, I'm kind of towing the line between, like, you know, detective and asshole, so I'm gonna be the asshole here. You could get arrested if that detective thinks you're obstructing his investigation, you know?
That's none of your business!
Oh, Jesus! Wow! Everyone in the cafe is staring at us in surprise after Kizuki's sudden outburst. Yeah, wow, that was really loud, dude. Like, completely out of character for you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lash out like that.
It's okay, I almost slapped a bitch earlier. I mean, I have no right to lecture you.
But I really can't talk about Sarah right now. It's not what you think. Please, trust me.
I don't know if I can. Why can't you talk about Sarah? Kazuki glances around the room before he speaks.
It's not safe. I'm probably already in trouble just for telling you that much.
He leans in and lowers his voice.
Please, be careful.
Okay. What about Otten Engineering?
Not much, I'm afraid. There are a lot of industry rumors flying around. They're the leaders in the industry, but some people claim they steal ideas from other companies.
Oh!
On the flip side, Otten Engineering has claimed repeatedly that other companies steal from them.
Okay, so we're still not sure if Sarah was stealing information from them or for them. So it's hard to tell if it was Otten Engineering or Biodev that would want her dead. Although it possibly could be both. I mean, like, considering, you know, her career choice, it probably wasn't safe either way.
In fact, they were just about to make a pretty big announcement, but it was suddenly pushed back for some reason.
Oh.
Personally, I think they're just a target of criticism because they're the biggest. They may not be perfect, but they're no worse than any other company.
I agree with that, actually. Who are you chatting with online?
Who? My sister?
Oh. Okay. Your sister.
Yeah, she and I are really close, so I always go to her for advice.
Okay, that's interesting.
I just needed someone to talk to. It's not weird, is it?
Not really. I mean, like I said, he seems like the type of kid who would either have 0 friends or lots of friends. And if he has 0 friends, his sister is the best person he would talk to, anyway. Of course not. It makes sense you'd want to talk to family when something like this happens.
Do you have a sister too?
Nope. Not exactly.
Not exactly. So are you an only child then?
My sister died 3 years ago. Oh! Okay, so I was partially wrong. I'm not Batman. I thought I was Batman, because I thought, oh, my parents are more than likely dead, so that makes me Batman. Nope, I'm just a kid with a dead sister. That's not any better. Wow, I'm making this so much worse than it needs to be.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you should be. It's fine, it's not like it's your fault or anything. Unless it is. In that case, no, it's not your fault. I was gonna come up with like a big thing about like, how dare you? But I realized like, no, that would just be stupid.
If it's not too personal a question, can I ask what happened?
okay, you think about asking about the death of a sibling is a not personal question? Oh. Oh, Jesus! She was shot once in the chest. She died of a collapsed lung long before paramedics arrived.
Did they ever catch the guy who shot her?
Probably not. Nope, I didn't think so.
Sorry.
Yeah, me too. God, I'm carrying a lot more emotional baggage than I figured. That's probably the first time he realized he could see the dead thoughts of people. He probably touched his sister and saw what happened, and he's probably looking for the killer. Oh my God. I know this is the first part of a series, so maybe the rest of it will go on for the rest of the series. Oh, okay. Because I know that this first case is not going to have anything to do with that, but maybe the second or third one will, because there's 3 total in the whole series. Just forget I said anything, okay? Okay, I'll end our conversation. Okay. Let's talk to Chance. What do you know about Otten Engineering?
Is it a car company?
No, sweetie. No, it's not a car company. I'm still upset that you have a boyfriend, and I can't, throw you down on the barista, but okay, whatever. Never mind. Yeah, that's all I need. All I need from her. Anything else? Nope. Okay, let's go back and talk to Mr. Detective. Hello, Ossifer. Okay. I heard mixed reviews about Otten Engineering.
How so?
Miss Bergstrom claims they do nothing more than manipulate laws and bribe politicians. She's clearly not impressed with their business practices.
No surprise there. She has a major stake in a rival company, after all. What about the others?
Kizuki says that Otten Engineering has come under fire for stealing from other companies, but they claim they're the ones being stolen from.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Chance think about all of this?
She thinks they're a car company.
Oh.
That is the perfect reaction to that. That is the best reaction we could have gotten. Yeah.
Keep digging.
Keep digging. What else am I supposed to do here? Whoopsie. Can I go to the ladies' room? Still not allowed to go there. Maybe there's something more in the men's restroom. Oh, what are you doing in here? You should not be in here. Wait, why is she in here? As I entered the bathroom, I nearly run into Miss Bergstrom. I'm sorry?
No, it's fine.
Miss Bergstrom shifts uncomfortably and fiddles with her watch for a moment. What are you doing here anyway?
Well, I had to use the restroom, and the women's one is off limits, naturally.
That makes sense, but she fiddled with her watch. And if that thing that was missing from Sarah's wrist was like one of those wristband USBs, oh, I think we're closing in on the mystery, my friends. I think we're closing in on a mystery. Ah, she is the most suspicious to me now. Yes, I have figured it out, a la Sherlock style. Ha ha. Piecing everything together, I am.
Don't worry, I'm done.
Oh, good. You mind if I ask you a question?
I suppose it depends on the question.
Just wondering why you decided to work for Biodev Imaging. Seems, like it's really important to you.
When I was younger, my father passed away due to heart failure. It was genetic, and there was nothing we could do to stop it.
Oh.
I wished there was a way to save him, but there wasn't any viable technology at the time.
Oh.
I work for Biodev Imaging because we're doing things for people. We're saving lives.
Okay, there's a big part of me that actually feels really bad now. Because, regardless of if she is the killer or not, I will feel bad for her because if she's telling the truth right now, that's something that's a huge motivation, like a huge motivator. My grandfather, essentially died because of congestive heart failure. And I honestly think that it's a horrible thing, and I sympathize with her. I really do. And if she's telling the truth, then like the reason she works for Biodev is because she genuinely wants to help people. I kind of feel bad I almost slapped her. I mean, I kind of feel bad. I don't actually feel bad, but I kind of feel bad about it.
If no one else has to go through what I went through, I'll be happy.
Well, I can understand that feeling.
Hopefully that's a suitable answer for you.
Yeah. I was just curious, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. No one else to talk to. Bathroom surprisingly clean. Pile of duct tape. Anything... Okay, I thought maybe I missed something. Okay, nothing to do here. Nothing I can do with him. Okay, let's go back into the main room then.
Hey, can we talk about something for a bit?
Sorry about the loud clap there. There was a bug and I had to kill it. Sorry. Yes, Chance, we can talk all you want. Sure, what's up?
Well, I don't really know if it's my place to say it, but I think I know who the killer is.
What? You do?
I've been thinking about what happened, you see? And there's something we missed.
What did we miss?
We keep thinking that it has to be someone here, but what if it's none of us?
Huh?
Well, even though I got here at 2 o'clock, what if the killer got here before me? He could have been hiding in the bathroom and I'd never know it.
That is actually a very good point.
There's an exit door in the men's room. He could have used that to escape after he killed that woman.
Again, that's a very good point. That's a good idea, you're probably right, or are you sure it's a little iffy? Actually not a bad thought. At the same time, it's still a little far-fetched that the killer's just a random person who hid in the bathroom. I think she's onto something, though. I think it may be like a combination of what she's saying, like, maybe the person was already here, ambushed the person, and then they came back to establish their alibi for the quote-unquote time of death. That could work, actually. Which, at that point, it honestly could also be any of us who did that. Except the fact that I was asleep. I was asleep at 2. I was in here asleep at 2. So it couldn't have been me, so I am good. I'm gonna say that I'm not sure, then it sounds iffy.
Well, it was just a thought.
Good job, Chance.
I guess being a detective is harder than it looks.
Yeah. You go back to your singing career. You go, with your lovely voice, you go to your singing career, and let me, the person who is fascinated with touching dead bodies, figure out the rest of this. Okay? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, nothing there. What do we got? Miss Bergstrom. No, nothing with her.
I see.
Oh, oopsie. Anything with Chance again? No?
Talk to you later, then.
Nothing with her either. What else could it be? Nothing? I got nothing. Okay, let's try going back to the hallway.
Hey, detective.
There you are! I figured you'd be coming back. Oh, hey! The disembodied voice is back. It's been a while. I was starting to get worried.
I'm afraid I don't have much more I can offer you. You're on the inside, so you have all the keys.
That doesn't necessarily mean I have the answer.
I know you've seen more than the rest of us can see. Try to remember. The last piece of the puzzle is there. Good luck.
Good luck? That's it? I'm not sure whether or not I should be offended that my mystery friend seems to have ditched me, but the truth is that even if I only have a fragment of Sarah's death, it's more than anything else I've got right now. Shut my eyes and focus on the last thoughts that Sarah had. I can't breathe, I can't open my mouth. There's something on my face that's stopping me from breathing. Is it a bag? No. It's actually holding my mouth shut. It's tape. I can smell it. The flower scent of the bathroom is strong, but it smells like duct tape. I twist my hands, but they're also taped together? And there's someone here with me, someone holding me down while I'm struggling. I can feel fingernails digging deep into my skin. One of them bends as it drags into me? As it digs into me. I twist around, I can feel it snap against my skin. That's it, that's the missing piece! I rush to the bathroom and quickly look into the trash can. Sure enough, there it is. It's stuck in the pile of duct tape. The thing I thought was a bit of red paint is actually a broken fingernail. The smudge next to it must be blood. I have my proof. I know who the killer is. And I know who the killer is too, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to speak to Detective Gursky. Ossifer! Ossifer, where are you? I head back into the hallway. He's nowhere to be found. I can hear his voice. Find Detective Gursky in the main hall, taking down everyone's contact information. Detective!
Whoa, hey, I'm just getting everyone's number so we can call you later on.
No need for that. I have figured it out. Because I am not Batman, I am substitute Batman. I am Subman. Okay, that's horrible. I'm awesome. Let's just call me Awesome.
Really?
Yes. Really? All the eyes in the room are suddenly focused on me. Okay, I'm a save here to make sure I do not screw this up, because that is a thing that could easily happen. Okay.
What?
You mean you know who the killer is?
I do.
You figured it out?
I do. Well, figured out the major bits at least.
Well, you're going to need to fill in the gaps before you try to sell this as the absolute truth, but I'm willing to listen.
Okay.
Let's go over what we know, starting with the timeline. You arrived around noon, so you were here before everyone else.
Right.
Of the rest of the people here, who arrived at the coffee shop first?
It was Chance. Chance got here first, because she got here for her shift at 2. Came in around 2 to work, right?
Sure did.
Okay.
Alright, who came in after her?
And then it was the victim, Sarah.
I thought you told me that Kizaki arrived before she did.
Really? That a thing that happened? It was Kizaki. He even saw Chance cleaning all the espresso machines after she argued with her manager.
That's right. The manager sounded pretty angry with her. He said she messes up like this too often.
Ooh.
Oops.
Alright, and after Kizaki, who came in?
Then it was the victim. Chance and Kizaki both saw her come in.
And after that, but sometime before 2:40, Sarah was murdered. Then Miss Bergstrom came in and found you with the body.
Yep. Yeah. Then there was all the yelling and accusing and all that other stuff.
So how was the victim killed?
She was suffocated.
With what?
Duct tape. The culprit used it to bind her as well as seal her mouth and nose. After she died, the killer removed all the duct tape and threw it away in the men's room.
That makes sense. But what about the knife?
It was meant to incriminate Chance, which makes sense, actually. The culprit overheard her arguing with her manager, so he or she knew the kitchen would be empty. After Sarah died, the culprit removed all the tape, snuck into the kitchen, stole the knife, and stabbed Sarah with it.
So who do you think the true culprit is?
It was you! Ossifer! It was someone else? No, I know. Oopsie. I know it was, Miss Bergstrom, because she's been, if you've noticed, she's been hiding one of her hands most of the game. She is missing a, luscious fake fingernail. Plus, she was fiddling with her little, wrist, earlier, because that is where the USB drive is.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm positive.
What? That makes no sense. Why would I do something like that?
Yeah, you actually see how, I'll point it out, like over here, her hand is hidden. She's been hiding it the whole time so that you won't notice that one of the nails is missing. So yeah, so she's got the missing fake fingernail because Sarah stole from Biodev and you wanted revenge, stole from Otten for you, but something went wrong with the deal. It was an accident. I'm definitely thinking that she stole from Biodev. That's what I'm thinking. Sarah stole from Biodev and you wanted revenge.
Is that a joke? If Sarah were such a great corporate spy, why would she stick around in a coffee shop 2 blocks away from the place she was supposedly stealing from? Besides, I'm high enough in the company that she'd recognize me right away. If she actually did steal anything from Biodev, she'd run as soon as she saw me. I wouldn't have a chance to restrain her and do all that stuff you said the murderer did.
Actually, you're right. You're very right.
Do you have any proof that Sarah was stealing information from Biodev?
Well, no, it's just a hunch right now.
If it's just a hunch, then don't go accusing me without any proof.
We'll look into your theory, but maybe it's best if you just sit tight and wait for the police to solve this.
Well, shit, I think I fucked up.
And until then, please don't make any more wild accusations like this.
Damn it, I fucked up! Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Detective, seems like your deduction was a little off. You can go back to the final scene and try to nab the culprit, or you can end this case and start over, or go back to a save. If you're sure what you're doing, go ahead and use your second chance. If not, you might want to start over. I'm gonna use my second chance, everybody, because
Who do you think the true?
I know it's her. I know it's her for a
sure
fact.
about that?
Yes, I am. I'm positive.
What?
Okay. Sarah stole from Otten, but something went wrong with the deal. That's what I'm gonna guess now, because I knew it was gotta be one of those two, and I think it's this one. Sarah stole from Otten for you, but something went wrong with the deal.
You think I'd do something as dirty as hiring a corporate spy?
Maybe? Well, if she's stolen from Biodev Imaging, I doubt she'd have come to a copy shop only 2 blocks away to make the handoff. But she definitely came here to meet someone. The USB drive that held the information is nowhere to be found, which leads me to believe that whoever she was supposed to be meeting with did meet up with her. Biodev Imaging is still a new face in the live cell marketplace. I'm sure a little kickstart from the competition's research files couldn't hurt. You're the only person here with ties to Biodev. Do you wish to deny asking Sarah to steal... Okay, sorry. Do you deny asking Sarah to steal information for you?
In case you forgot, I was the last person in. Sarah was already dead by the time I got here.
Oh ho! Yes, but that wasn't your first time here today. You came here before Chance arrived. You come here often enough that you know when her shift starts. So you came before she did that so she wouldn't notice you. You hid in the bathroom to wait for Sarah. When you heard Chance and her manager arguing, you suddenly got the idea to frame Chance. You knew the manager and Chance would both be out of the kitchen, so it was a golden opportunity to plant evidence that only Chance should have had access to. You killed Sarah as planned, then removed all the duct tape and planted the knife, and escaped through the door in the men's room.
That sounds like a solid theory, but then why did she bother to come back? Isn't it more incriminating for her to return?
That's what's been bothering me for a long time, but I thought about it, and I finally understand why she came back. Your false nails.
What?
I found one in the bathroom already, stuck to that huge pile of duct tape that you used to kill Sarah. She fought hard when you restrained her, and and your nail broke off in the struggle. Unfortunately, you didn't notice until after you had escaped. You replaced it with a new one, but then you noticed that you were bleeding. The police would now have your DNA as proof that you were the murderer. With Sarah's line of work and her recent job, they were bound to consider you a suspect at some point in time. You knew you had to get rid of it immediately. You couldn't you couldn't return through the emergency exit, so you had to take a chance and come in from the front. Unfortunately, when you came back, I had already discovered the body, so you decided to try to frame me instead. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I've never liked her. That's why I was okay with slapping her. Okay, now that's all out in the open. Good. Jennifer stands in shock for a few seconds. With a sudden burst of energy, she pushes aside me and races for the door. Oh, damn! Kazuki races after her and grabs her by the wrist.
Let go of me!
No! Oh, damn! She spins around and slaps him in the face. He winces and stumbles back a few steps. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Miss Bergstrom is already heading toward the front door, but Detective Gursky is steps in her path.
That's enough.
She skids to a halt and desperately searches the room for another exit, but I'm already blocking her passage to the hallway. She sighs and shakes her head resignedly.
I'm such a fool. Running is the biggest proof of guilt, no? I suppose I should have seen this coming. Fine. I confess. It's just as you said.
Oh yeah, I was right, but then again I had information from the future because I finished this game once before. Yeah, I know, like I said before, like, I knew who the killer was the whole time because I had played this once before, But again, like, I didn't remember exactly, like, how it led up to it, so yeah, I still had fun replaying this. She pulls up her sleeve and unstraps the watch from her wrist.
USB drive. Everything on it belongs to Auden Engineering.
Detective Gershi takes it from her with a nod. Why did you even do it in the first place?
That greedy woman came to me today saying that someone else had offered her even more money for the information that I hired her to steal. She said that I'd have to pay a much higher price if I was still interested, and that I should meet her here to make the exchange.
Oh damn, so you were planning on killing her from the start.
People like her are the reason the world is hurting so much. Because of her greed, dying people are being denied the care they need. She got what she deserved.
Damn. I mean, well, I can't deny that she was obviously a very greedy woman. You kind of went above and beyond that by literally killing her and trying to frame someone else for it, so how are you any better? How can you say that?
What?
You have no right to decide who lives and who deserves to die. You spoke so fondly of saving lives and doing good in the world, you were so quick to shed the blood of another. You say it's all for the greater good, but it's really just for yourself, wasn't it?
I just thought that...
Her voice trails off. I open my eyes slowly, struggling to maintain my composure. I know you thought you were doing the right thing, but there is nothing in this world that will make the weight of killing someone go away. You're going to spend the rest of your life with that burden, desperately trying to find a way to make the guilt disappear. He's sorry. I'm really not. I'm sorry, but if you make that choice, I'm sorry, you gotta live with your choices. You just have to. I mean, like, every choice you make has an outcome. And if you can't make that, if you can't deal with that, then maybe you shouldn't have made that choice in the first place. Outside the window, a police car with flashing lights pulls up. Yeah. Cuff her, Ossifer! Detective Gershki pulls out a pair of handcuffs and snaps them gently on Miss Bernstrom's wrists before leading her outside. Why wouldn't he have done that so much sooner? Also, okay, yeah, I was wrong on one thing. I thought the reason she was, like, hiding her hand or something was because she was missing the nail, but apparently she reapplied it, which is smart. She was smarter than I was. Damn. I sink down into a chair and lean back. I feel so drained. I wish I could just go to sleep and not wake up for at least a year. But then you would miss all the new video game releases. No! When did you have time to change? Kizuki?
Yeah, well, no. I mean, actually, my name is Naoki.
So you lied! You lied to me, you bastard! Naoki, huh? You look different.
That's sort of the point. Of a disguise, I mean.
Look what they crossed out his... Take a look here. They crossed out his name and have his real name next to it. They could have just replaced it, but no, they're like, we're gonna completely cut it out. I'm sorry, man. No offense, not much of a disguise. Disguise? He may have changed his appearance, but he doesn't seem to have changed his personality at all. Looks like the whole shy guy thing wasn't an act. In fact, he seems even shyer now. Was there something you wanted?
Yes, actually. We need to talk.
About what?
Well, the truth is that I work for a private investigation agency that specializes in information.
Oh! That makes sense.
I was hired by Auden Engineering to retrieve the USB that Sarah stole and figure out who her buyer is.
Oh, God, there was like all these different people and all these different, like, everyone was basically working for themselves. Jesus. Well, not themselves, like, for different groups. Well, the police have the USB drive now, so it's as good as safe. And Miss Bergstrom already confessed to hiring Sarah, so what's the problem?
Miss Bergstrom said that Sarah claims someone else was interested. If this third party really is after the info, we need to know.
Third party is involved. I suppose that would explain why Sarah had an ID for biodev engineering. She was likely hired to steal research from them as well. Still, all this corporate backstabbing doesn't really have anything to do with me, and I'd really like to get away from this place as soon as possible. Well, that's all very interesting, but I don't see why you're bothering to tell me any of this. Oh God, you're gonna rope me into something, aren't you?
We think your ability might be useful in figuring out the third party.
We? You're associated with the voice in my head? Quickly glance on the coffee shop. Everyone else is gone already, but I lower my voice anyway. How do you know about that?
You're not the only one with extra abilities, you know.
Oh, you call them extra abilities. I don't think people having supernatural abilities is considered an extra ability, but okay, we'll call it what you call it. I has an extra ability to see dead people's final moments. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great for me? So you...
I have a perfect memory. I remember everything around me. Sights, sounds, smells, everything.
That's terrifying, but it makes sense.
Once I experience it, I remember it forever.
That's kind of terrifying in and of itself. So earlier when I asked you about what this place sells to see if you are a regular customer here...
I lied. I've never been to this coffee shop before in my life. I can recite the entire menu for you if you want, though.
That doesn't help the situation! You lied to me! That won't be necessary. I suppose I should have been suspicious when you answered so specifically. Yet, like I said, I actually predicted earlier because I said I think he has a perfect memory, which I didn't remember if that was the case or if he'd written this stuff down. I didn't really remember. But yeah, he does have a perfect memory. Yeah, okay. A normal customer would say something like $1 or $2 rather than give an exact price. Right, I remember that.
It's really useful for missions where I have to follow and observe.
I suppose I have you to thank for the voice in my head giving me information about Sarah as well?
Actually, that was my boss.
Your boss. So you're the one who was leaking information about me. All that time chatting online, you were just telling your boss what I was up to.
Guilty as charged. But it really would be a good thing if you could work with us.
Does it pay well?
With you?
Does it pay well? How much do you pay? I cannot work for charity. I have to afford my Xbox subscription somehow. I don't know. I'd rather have as little to do with this as possible. And honestly, I don't know why your boss thinks you need my help anyway.
You've got it all wrong, Detective.
I don't know if I do, voice in my head.
Aki.
At the entrance of the cafe stands a figure stunningly similar to Naoki. Well, except for a couple obvious differences. Mainly the boobs and the ponytail. A younger girl trails at her side, peering cautiously into the cafe at me. Aki, am I supposed to assume that you're the boss Naoki spoke of?
Guilty as charged.
She smirks as she looks me over, sizing me up. Oh joy!
It would really mean a lot if you agreed to work with us.
Again, how much do you pay? Xbox ain't cheap!
But just so you're clear, we don't need your help.
You're like every other employer I've ever had.
You need ours.
Oh really? Is that a fact? And that's it? You're just cutting it right there? Okay, well damn. A lot of good actors in this, actually. Yeah, I gotta thank you for playing. Wow, so that's... Okay, that was Jisei, everybody. Wow, that was really interesting, actually. I noticed this earlier when I was starting it up, because, we have an epilogue here that, I think I saw this before, but I don't remember exactly what happened.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hello, Chance.
I'm afraid I couldn't get the USB that you wanted.
Oh.
There was a little bit of complication with the handoff.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. So, literally everyone was working for themselves.
Some woman from BioDev killed Sarah before I could get to her, and the police confiscated the USB as evidence.
Those bastards! How dare they take your paycheck away!
Yeah, I know. I do have something that might cheer you up, though.
Uh-oh.
I think I ran into someone you've been looking for.
Oh, no. Oh! Well, hopefully that's gonna lead into the next game, but, yeah, that was Jisei, everybody. This is honestly a pretty fun game, actually. It's not the most complicated game, and it's a very short game. I think all in all, we've spent maybe about 2 to 3 hours on it in total, which isn't very long, but it has been really fun. And I know that, like, you know, this one I kind of knew what to expect and everything because I played this one before, but now we have 2 more that I'm going to play for you guys because those are going to be a lot more interesting because I haven't gotten to play those yet, and I'm kind of interested in where, our main character's, like, you know, thing is going, because I don't even know the main character's name yet. Seriously, I figured they'd give it to me at the end of the game, because I completely forgot if they did, but it looks like they don't, so... Yeah, let's go to production sketches real quick, actually. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Okay, so there's me with my skull t-shirt and my... He's got earphones! Oh god, I wish I could get earphones! No, seriously, earphones, like these guys here, I used to have those all the time. I like them better than headphones, because they kind of clip onto your ear. Well, no, they don't clip onto your ears, they hang off your ears, they're a lot more comfortable. They don't make those anymore, which makes me very sad. Makes me very sad. Here's our wonderful cast of characters. It's hot in here. It's because you're wearing a costume, dude. And there's Naoki, and there's Aki. There is Ossifer, Chance, and the Killer. And Chance, I don't know who you're working for, but apparently whoever she's working for knows me, and that's a bad. That's a very bad. At the good news, though, maybe that person she was talking to wasn't actually her boyfriend, and maybe she actually is single. It's a small victory, but I will take it. Yeah, the production art for this is actually really good. I really like this stuff. It's really good. More of Chance there. Naoki. He looks so much like a girl. I'm sorry. And then the dead lady. Which, here's one thing. Here's one inconsistency about this. If Sarah was dead, her blood would stop circulating and she wouldn't have bled this much. There would be a little bit of blood, but that's a lot more blood than I think would actually be there. Because once your blood stops circulating, then that basically you stop bleeding. So that is one inconsistency this game had, but if that's the only inconsistency it's got, then, I mean, that's not so bad. The director's note... when I first started planning Jisei, I didn't actually know what medium I wanted to use to tell the story. I considered novels, comic format, and I even briefly thought about an animation, though I remember that I can't animate. I finally chose the visual novel format because the truth is that the real detective Jisei is the player, not the unnamed protagonist. Although he solves many mysteries, he himself is the biggest mystery of all. It's up to the player to glean information from his mind, pick up hints from his actions, and discover the truth about who or what he really is. Making a visual novel is tricky business, though. It takes more than a few words and choices to tell a story, and for that I owe 1,000 thanks to everyone who helped bring this world to life. First, artist M. Beatrice Garcia. Every character, scene, and sketch that you see is from her. Second, composer Mark Conrad Tabula, whose music is both haunting and beautiful. Third, the voice talent who gave life to all the characters. And finally, I want to thank you, the player, for stepping forth to solve the mystery. Without you, the detective, the mystery would never be solved. The word Jisei means final moments. But I hope that for us, this is only the beginning. And it is, because we've got 2 more games to go through. Either way, thank you everybody so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here with me. I've had so much fun with this. I'm going to play the other 2, so I've got a few more things lined up. Again, as I think I mentioned in a couple other videos, if you have suggestions for games you would like me to play, put them down in the comments. I would love to know what you guys would like to hear me react to and things like that. So, feel free to put that down in the comments below. Tell me what you think of the Let's Plays and things like that. And until next time, we're going to be moving on to, I believe it's Kansei? Yes. Yes, the next title is Kansei. So we're going to be moving on to Kansei next, so I will see you in the next visual novel or the next game I play, whatever it may be. So, until then, stay beautiful, my beautiful, beautiful viewers!